The idea of data or evidence-based teaching approach is that teachers need to understand the needs of the students in the classroom and also try to develop the relevant intervention to accommodate each and everyone in the classroom. This idea is more influenced by so many changes in the current world. One of the changes that our classes have different students coming from diverse environment, and thus they have different needs for learning. And also the educational policies and approach are changing, for instance, from inclusive to mainstream, from special education to inclusive and mainstreaming education. That is to say, previously, students with certain needs were given their own room and their own classes so that they could be supported according to their needs. But recently, with inclusive and mainstreaming education, is that the teacher is having students with different needs in the same room and thus has to develop the strategies that could accommodate each and every student in the classroom. Also, we are talking about global policies such as universal design, early interventions, and support gender equality. All this requires that there should be a favorable environment almost for every student in the classroom. The other change is the lifestyle. There are a lot of mobilities that people from different areas comes together, and once these families get settled, students who have developed from different environments, then they are going in the classroom with different background, all of these things. The media is also giving different experience to students to see the world. Also, the inclusion of technology in the classroom, because of its capability, it also provided room for teachers to do this or to access the information and try to find out how to help. You can see, for instance, here, this is a good example that can describe what we mean and the influence of the current environment. So we have students who are engaging in different activities. And for instance, if you look at the questions that you can use to assess these students, you may understand that these questions could be fair to some of the students and could be unfair to some of the students. And the question could be why? It's because these students don't have the same experience. Even if all of them they are engaging in media, you find that they may be navigating into different platforms and they may be interacting with different experience of the world. So that's why teachers recently are required to develop the skills and the competences to implement data-based teaching approach. That is to say, teachers need to be aware or need to be able to collect information and understand the background of their students, and from there determine the possible ways to support these students develop.